Olivia, then Kelly, then Kendra, Stacy, and Mandy. Okay, so that is kind of what our list looks like right now for my lovely Olivia, who just came back. Oh my God, that was like perfect timing. Olivia, let me know, what question do you have, love? Olivia, that was so funny. I looked at the names down there and I was like, you like just came in. That was so weird. That was so weird. Olivia, I think it's been 2 live readings since we did a reading. I think it's been 2. Let me look back. Olivia, Cancer, Taurus, Gemini, right? Olivia, Cancer, Taurus, Gemini. And I'm going to write you down. Cancer, Taurus, Gemini. Just a general reading. Absolutely. Let's look into that. I feel like you have just been like, since our initial meeting, I feel like you've just been like skyrocketing, like going into spirituality. I had this weird feeling about you the other day. I was like, I feel like this person's like, you're just like really working on yourself right now and really focusing in on like your gifts and like different opportunities for you. And I am so happy for you because I know it's a very different energy than when we first did our reading together. And I'm just really, really happy, okay? It's one of the reasons I love doing like repetitive readings with people and like doing like several because I'm like, like I like feel your energy and like readings are so like easy. Like I'm just like, my cards are like, we love her. So we are tapping into Olivia's reading here. I'm just getting some clarifying cards here for you, babe. So we have Olivia's beautiful energy here. Ooh, there's a lot going on for you, babe, okay?
Agreed upon the simple notion that if we can get the best people in the country to create a bunch of small businesses, hire a bunch of people, we will be better than everyone else. It was almost based in a sense of American exceptionalism, you know?
Bring the best. I agree. You know what? I was born in Monterrey, Mexico. I moved here to Texas when I was 8 on a visa. In 2019, I got my green card. You know, I'm a U.S. resident. And ever since, I've been living out here in the country, Texas. So.
Yeah, and oddly enough, I just want to make sure that people understand what I'm saying. The stance that Bill Clinton had and the stance that Barack Obama had was virtually identical to the stance that Donald Trump had before he started talking about all that wall nonsense, right? And I'm not to say the wall is nonsense in and of itself. This is what I'm saying. If you have a problem with our immigration system, 72% of the immigration problem is due to overstayed visas. If you really want to fix the immigration problem, give me 4,000 new judges and 5,000 new ICE agents, and we can actually do something about that. The wall is a very small portion of what's actually happening. It's a very important portion, but it's not the biggest part of the problem, so it doesn't deserve most of our attention, right? So again, where President Trump started was basically what Bill Clinton and Barack Obama has said before. If you don't believe me, look up these mashup videos on YouTube. You can see them all day long, you know?
I agree, and I pretty much agree with you on the immigration thing. I think excuse me. I think, this country, just like any other country in the world, wants to bring in the best of the best from other places, right? I mean, people are gonna move around, but you have to see, who is gonna go to your already established nation, right? And yes, I agree. And the wall itself, I mean, I don't really care. I'm not like, it doesn't offend me. I mean, it's hard to offend me on anything really, but honestly, I don't care if they build a wall. I will fly in or drive in, whatever, just show my ID, and I go about my day. You know what I mean? I can go back and forth if I want to. No biggie, you know? Which I know I make it sound like a walk in the park, but no. We hired one of the best immigration lawyers in Texas, like in the state. She actually had worked for Greg Abbott at some point. You know what I mean? Based in San Antonio, but no, it's really hard to become a U.S. resident, and cash is king, right? So of course money talks. I mean, shit, if you have money, then you can get a green card. You know what I mean? If you come from a good background too.
Excuse me. I hear you there, man.
It's really that simple. Like, getting to this country, I agree, could be easier. I mean, it should be, but still with merit, like you said. I mean, meaning the idea of, I mean, yeah, you're not gonna want to take in people from the cartel of Sinaloa, right, or the MS-13 Central America. You want to check who they are and bring it, bring them in. Let people live the American dream. That's how I feel.
Hey, Modern, by the way, man, do you mind if I swap you up for Dr. Films real quick? Stay in the chat and I'll bring you right back. He just said he had a question. I want to hear what this question is.
Yeah, I actually did want to respond to Will. Do you want me to do that now or when you bring me back?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, go ahead and respond to Will, and then we'll switch and switch in Dr. Films. Yeah, what's your response then, buddy?
Excuse me. So, Will, you actually gave me some information that's got me kind of changing my mind a little bit. And I think I beat this dead horse. The world, mostly America's biggest problem is the inability to get new information and change their mind. So nationalization of fuel, right? Because I didn't really think about it. Like, my argument was how many normal citizens in Venezuela or Saudi Arabia get any of that oil money. And then I realized I'm not getting shit of the oil money in America myself, right? And, you've already got the government regulating it big time, but then the price is dictated by OPEC. So my answer to, and I'll try to sum this up in 2 or 3 minutes and then hop out of the chat. What things should the government be in charge of and I guess be nationalized? Because I don't want the government nationalizing my HVAC business, right? But
They don't nationalize oil. We got to look at PRI Mexico and see how that went.
But
it was just,
right. I'm sorry, there's a little delay, but infrastructure, right? So, my whole argument was when I worked for Sacramento County, it was a good job. Nobody quit that job. Everybody showed up at 7, and the work got done. And so that would be my answer to what should the government be in charge of. And I don't think healthcare falls under infrastructure. I think you had a valid argument on the Medicare efficiency portion. I think the Postal Service, so long as I've got that argument correct, that once they were supposed to pay for their retirement 50 years ahead of time, then their efficiency numbers and profitability and what have you went out of the window. But overall, I think it's pretty amazing. I could get a letter from one end of the country to the other in 2 days, and they only lose so much of it. Whereas FedEx and UPS lose plenty. Or in fact, FedEx and UPS, they put it at your neighbor's door, and then just as much as Amazon, But anyways, just back to the infrastructure thing real quick, is just that, and the reason, even though you could argue some private companies get it done more efficiently, I'm willing to gamble, this is all anecdotal, that more bridges have collapsed and killed people that were built privately rather than governmentally. More people have died from, just the corners getting cut. When it's government, they just stand there and get it done right, for the most part, because the budget's so big,
I'll tell you something.
So anyways, yeah, it's a little tied up
oil.
with 3 in here, and I know you wanted to get me out to get somebody else in here, but Will, I'd love to talk to you again. You're a very educated and well-spoken person, so definitely.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Hey, I like to say oil, deal, oil debate. Let me tell you all this. The reason, no, we should not nationalize oil. You know why? You got to look at PRI Mexico, 70-year one-party rule, and
Hello?
they nationalized telephones.
Can you guys hear me?
I mean,
Yeah.
Carl, you don't like rich people, but the nationalization of oil and the telephone system created Carlos Slim.
Wait, are you talking about PRI Mexico?
Yeah,
which industrialized their nation and almost quintupled their economy as a failure of nationalization?
But they
which still massively reduces taxes for the Mexican people to this day.
No, that's not what
Great
happened.
point.
That's so intriguing.
Hey, dude, I'm from Mexico.
Not for autocracy. I don't like PRI Mexico. But if we want to talk about the economic impact of PRI
I have a question, guys.
There's so much going on right now. This is wild.
I don't know what he's doing.
Thanks for adding me. What do you guys
Phil,
think of the new?
yeah.
What do you guys think of Biden's new proposed tax plan?
I haven't read it.
No one's read it.
Biden's new proposed tax plan. I haven't read the intricacies of it yet. In general, I think if you want to have a bunch more programs, let's start by cutting all the nonsensical programs that we pour and feed into right now.
No.
Actually, Will, a lot of what you're saying is for
quality of life in Mexico is better. No, it ain't. That's why I'm in Texas. Fuck no. Fuck it ain't.
I didn't hear what
Okay,
you said.
so one of the things Biden wants to do is introduce a capital gains tax. Are you
Oh,
guys
an
familiar with that?
unrealized capital gains tax. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unrealized capital gains. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wealth tax.
Hello? You guys hear me?
Based. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys? What are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you agree? Because some people are saying it's infringing the Constitution. Some people are saying
Estoy debatiendo en
it's what
un en vivo.
America needs. I just want to hear you guys' thoughts.
Yeah, I'm pro unrealized cap. So like the actual way he's framed it, I believe, is if you don't pay a certain proportion of your net wealth in taxes, right? Then you pay what you pay the difference in unrealized capital gains tax. It comes out of that one, if I'm understanding that correctly. Which,
So,
to my view,
yes,
is just
yeah,
a
so-
hidden covering of like loopholes, which we should have done a very, very long time ago. And it is basically a wealth tax, ensuring that the wealthy pay taxes. And if you are against that implementation, you either think wealthy people should not pay this base amount of taxes, or you think some form of that implementation is unconstitutional, which really, I don't care. I really don't care what 200-year-old
Okay,
racist white people said.
so
But ideologically, absolutely, it's a fantastic and beautiful way to implement a wealth tax.
I completely agree, but I'm going to play devil's advocate. So the tax would be for, if I understand correctly, corporations who have over $100 million in unrealized gains or something like that. So let's take a company, because most billionaires, most wealthy people, I call them the 0.5%. A lot of their money is not earned income. It's through capital gains. So let's take a company like Tesla. Say this law was to pass and they had $500 million in unrealized gains, and then they had to sell off $100 million. What do you think it would do to shareholders, investors, the average mom and pop investors? Do you think it would tank the share price because of this tax? And how do you think that would affect the economy?
Yeah, so the characterization of mom and pop investors, when we recognized earlier in the conversation that rich people make the vast majority of their wealth off of doing no labor, which would be capital gains investment, taking money.
Right.
I straight up don't care. We already have a wealth tax. It's called a property tax. There is no reason, and you know who pays the most property taxes? That 99%. Property taxes
Mom
are
and
the
pop.
hardest on people who just got to first own house, people that just started living there. The falls the hardest. It increases rent. That's the problem. It doesn't fall the hardest though on the wealthy. They may own 10 estates, but most of their wealth is going to be in their bank account, and that wealth is not currently taxed in America. Most of that wealth is being held in stocks, and that's not taxed in America either right now.
And let me say this, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer of the situation here, but what's actually going on specifically with that unrealized gains tax, it is classic grandstanding, okay? Manchin and Sinema have already come out on record for several years saying they will not support this. Actually, some fairly moderate Democrats, aside from those two, have already indicated this is the most outrageous proposal in taxation in America in a very, very long time. On paper, prima facie, it is something that has never been tried before. It is an incredible progression forward from something we've never done. And they got midterms coming up. This is what they're doing. They're trying to chum the blue base for midterms coming up, knowing full well that it doesn't matter what they say. They're not passing this bill. It just doesn't matter. Unless they're going to push this through another reconciliation process, which they've already done once this year. They don't have another opportunity to do, as far as I understand. They're just chumming the base, realizing they can say anything. They can say that we're going to pass a bill that's going to turn the sky orange, and it wouldn't matter because there's no chance of it passing right now.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely don't think it will pass. I just wanted to pick your guys' brain on the whole thought of in a hypothetical world if it did. My thing is, and I'm not for the wealthy. I think they definitely need to pay their fair share. My thing is, I I invest like everyone else. If it did pass and, a corporation had to sell off $100 million, the trickle down effect. So say a corporation like Amazon had to sell off that much money, and then the stock falls, and then, people panic, and then they sell, and they're taking their money out, and, what other effects would it have? Would people, they're hoarding their cash, and then you go on to people not wanting to invest, and then they don't want to spend, and things like that. Do you think that would
that's
happen?
what would end up happening.
We can all agree that it wouldn't. We know that this won't pass, but
Grant,
okay.
Can I say something? Can I add something? Hey, Carl, I got a question real quick. What is your idea of a fair share? I'm just wondering, how much should the rich pay, quote unquote? What percentage do you think is fair?
Who's Carl?
No,
Did you
Will.
say
Not
Carl?
to cut you off, but I think it should.
No, I mean,
I
Will.
think it should be by bracket.
I was on his live earlier. Will, sorry.
What's a fair share?
Yeah. What's a fair share?
It's a great question. I can tell you it's not being met currently, because they're paying less as a proportion of total wealth. So at least equal to the lowest other taxpayer. But so like I really don't care about the direct answer to the question, but it also depends on how they made their wealth. I think a hitman's fair share is all of their wealth. I think, someone that works for like a doctor probably as a proportion of the wealth owes less than, an investor. I think it matters how you make your money, and I think it matters how much you deserve that money. So there's no one answer, but to answer that question in the current regime, to answer the question in, the current system of America, a hell of a lot more than they're paying right now.
Tejano, where are you right now, man? You look like you're just like in the middle of a random dirt field or something. What is going on?
This is in front of my house. Look.
Okay. I don't know if I don't know what we were witnessing here.
Nice.
What's about to happen in the background.
No, this is okay. I got this light, right? Which I'm not trying to blind y'all, but I'm just sitting in front of it. I got like movie lighting right now, on me. Marlboro Man shit. I mean, but whatchamacallit? The only reason I have two reasons why I don't think the rich should just give up all their money. One, as I know, Will, you think that rich people are evil and whatever, but rich people
Never said that. I do, but I never said that.
Jobs at the larger scale of the economy were created by people who, had nothing. They got rich, and then they hire a bunch of people. Because you know what? And also, how capitalism works. You don't get rich unless you provide some kind of service. Even if you hate Jeff Bezos, I mean, there's he ain't rich because he's just magically rich. Get mad at his customers. Everybody who buys from Amazon is contributing to his mass wealth. And if you don't like that, then just don't buy from Amazon. And if everybody wants Amazon to go bankrupt, then they should just not buy from Amazon. That's how the market works.
You want to respond to that at all, Will?
It's difficult to nuancedly respond to unnuanced questions, but I'll give kind of a general answer. It's obvious right now the rich are not paying what they should. I know that because they're paying less than poor people are. People that pay no income tax are not paying enough. People that have billions in their pockets and are contributing nothing to the federal government are not contributing enough to society. And simply profiting off of the property you own is not contributing to society.
What?
And I know that because if they died today and they handed their money to their 17-year-old kid, it would still be growing. It would still be massively increasing in value. And that 17-year-old kid would still be making at least millions of dollars on just that money. So it's not what they contribute to society. It's what they own of society.
You're saying
and
it's
that's
wrong.
what I'm against. I don't think you should make money that you don't earn.
Hey, Tejano, I'm going to bring on this DMR Films real quick, too. It gets chaotic with 3 people on here, so I'm going to drop you. But, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate the scenery, the cowboy hat, the whole aesthetic is selling me, man. I love it. It's great. All right.
What I do for a living. It's just I live out here.
I'll give you a follow. All right, man. I
All
love
right.
it.
I'll
Hey,
come.
I'll
I'm
talk.
down. See ya.
I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
See ya.
Hey, Will, let me ask you too, as
Here we go.
DMR Film.
Listen, okay,
Yeah.
to play off of the guy who we're speaking on, Bezos. As someone who formerly worked at Amazon, that guy is a massive douche, in my opinion.
Who, Jeff
Amazon
Bezos?
is,
What do you mean?
yeah. Listen, Amazon is a sweatshop. I'll put it to you like this: they have the highest turnover rate, and it's not even close by any major corporation. I mean, it's not even close, bro. It's so bad that they installed video games so their workers would stay motivated to pack boxes. If he, speaking on, I think your name is Will. Yeah, they need to pay more. They need to pay their fair share. There's no way that these guys are sweating, packing these boxes, making $14 an hour. You know, pay them more. If you work at Amazon and you're doing 12-hour shifts, you should be able to buy a house. I'm not saying that you should make it a career, but you should be able to live comfortably. You know what I'm saying? I am a huge critic of Jeff Bezos. I think the guy is a massive a-hole. You know, Tesla,
Hey,
another company
let
I
me ask
love,
both y'all
you know,
too.
at least
'Cause,
they pay their workers a decent wage. Go ahead.
hey, Mr. Films, let me ask you, and I want to get Will's response on this as well. Look, honestly, far be it from me to try and sit out here and defend a guy like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. Billionaires don't need defending for anybody. Who cares? They got their own stuff going on, right? But I do want to know, just hypothetically,
Right.
in this scenario whereby I presume Will especially would say that the workers are owners of not just their labor, but the companies that they work for as well, would those same workers also share the risk involved? I mean, in a massive setup of a corporation, as far as like any type of buy-in necessary, any type of capital to start the company, if they didn't have that capital, or would they have to provide capital to start the company? And if they didn't, would they share the burden if the company goes under as well?
Well, no.
Why?
I don't think so.
Will, did you?
But at the same point, I mean, we're arguing two of the biggest. We're arguing two of the biggest corporations on the planet. My whole thing is, okay, Bezos, how much money do you need? You know, what are you trying to buy? Earth? Pay these guys a fair wage. There's no way, because I mean, I'm a little biased. I've seen the conditions that these people work in. There's no way that they should be, you know, pretty much slaving in your warehouses, and you know, you're paying them barely above minimum wage or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, you know, it's a career, but these guys aren't flipping burgers. You know, they're packing boxes 12, 14 hours a day. And in my opinion, you know, you should at least have some breathing room. You should be able to at least pay your rent and have some money saved. I'm not saying you have to live like a king, you know, but at the same time, I mean, does he need $1 trillion? Is this guy going for a world record of, you know, how much money I can make? I don't understand. And to play off of Will, yeah, I don't think they're paying their fair share at all, and not even taxes. I'm speaking off of your employees, bro. Like I said, go look at their turnover rate. It's ridiculous. Nobody wants to work there, and there's a reason for that.
No, I hear you there. Somebody said Sergeant Dokes. Oh, what a great name. Sergeant Dokes asked the question of, like, explain risk, please. I don't know if you mean, like, if you're asking me to explain it in a deep economic sense, or if you just mean like when I was asking about do they share the risk involved before. I'm no economist by any stretch. What I meant, though, is if the workers, do they share the risk? So generally speaking, if you want to go set up a company, I would have to go put up capital, or I'd have to put up something else as collateral. Let's say I put up my home as collateral, for example. So if my business goes under, the bank has taken my house to pay for the loan that they gave me to start that business. That's generally not just how capitalism works, but the risk involved in starting a business is if I'm putting up all the stuff up front, I'm risking that it's going to go well. And if it does go well, I reap all the rewards. What I'm asking is in this new proposal, if none of the workers are putting up the capital to start the thing, or do they also have to put up capital to start the thing? If they have ownership over the company, say that I started, do they also share the risk? Are their houses on the line? do they have to split the cost? If I need to file for bankruptcy to the tune of $10 million, can I spread that $10 million amongst my workers because they also own a part of the company? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you spread the risk while also spreading ownership? Because you can't have one without the other.
Good point.
I have an answer to this. So I'm an advocate for communal ownership, so I just characterize it as the community taking the risk. It doesn't make I ultimately view all property as everyone's, and the question is just how do we best distribute that? And I think the obvious answer is democracy. So we're going to vote on how we distribute these resources. If this factory that we created fails, then it fails, and that's a communal failure. If this factory that we created succeeded, we reap the profits. Everyone from a communal chest is voting on where we put this out, rather than few deciding where we put this out. And billionaires can lose, and billionaires often do lose. So I trust the community to spend their money more responsibly than I do billionaires.
Well, but I think that does answer my question then. So what you're saying then is that the answer is yes. The workers would bear the risk then, correct?
The community.
You're going to call
the
it
workers. The workers directly, I don't think so. Because the workers weren't the only people that decided to create that factory. The community was the one that decided to. They're the ones taking the risk. The workers are a part of that, right? They're voters. But every voter takes equal responsibility. Yeah.
I get that. So either way, what we're talking about here, whether it's the individual worker bearing the risk or whether it's the community writ large, presumably having to raise taxes afterwards to get that increased revenue, if the business does fail, one way or another, what I'm saying is you're taking that risk off the head of an individual and placing it on a multitude of individuals. I mean, that's how it would have to operate, yeah?
Yeah, all of society, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would argue it's very obvious that, like, businesses on average succeed. More so than they
Sergeant Dokes is asking what risk? The risk that it doesn't work out. The risk that a business doesn't profit. The risk that you create a product and nobody wants it. The risk that you do a poor job of the service that you're providing. The risk in general, meaning in an economic sense, you risk that what you're putting out to society is something that they want, that they will buy, that they will spend money on, that they will do something for. I mean, unless you're like forcing people to use that thing, then I don't know. Maybe there's not any risk involved in that. I maybe.
Right.
Anyways, I'm probably going to wrap this thing up here in a minute, but I wanted to give y'all the last word. Anything else you wanted to touch on this board here that we haven't touched on yet? Anything else? No?
I'm good. I'm always happy to hop on here.
I have a as far as immigration, I think that America has been brainwashed into thinking that immigration is terrible when it's not. I definitely think we need. Someone commented earlier and said we just need to enforce the immigration laws, and I 1000% agree. Like you said earlier, the wall is not the problem, but it is a major part. I think that the wall was propaganda. It doesn't address the full spectrum. So yeah, I think that immigration is a big problem, but I think America's been brainwashed into thinking that immigration is bad when I think it's, some of the greatest people in this country are immigrants. So that's all I have to say.
No, I totally agree with you on that. Modern says in the comment section that immigration is good too. Again, look, I'm telling you, there used to be a multitude of things that Democrats and Republicans agreed upon, at least way more than we do now. And it's not just me saying this. You can statistically chart this out. I do it for a living. I can tell you that Democrats and Republicans vote together far more frequently than you would think. They share bills. There is actual bipartisanship going on. Man, I carried 3 bills. I wrote 3 bills alone this year that had wide bipartisan support on them, right? So look, these are not the things that make media attention. This is probably the last thing I'll end with, unless you want to talk about this. But honestly, one of the major problems that we have right now is that, especially as it pertains to our legacy media, what they would call the mainstream media, what Rush Limbaugh used to call the drive-by media, these bigger companies, as more development of like things like TikTok, for example, we lost this guy, that's sad. But as more development of things like TikTok and YouTube, and man, I don't know if y'all follow like Tim Pool on YouTube or Philip DeFranco on YouTube. It doesn't necessarily matter if you like those guys; they might be terrible guys. But the point of those 2 guys is that each one of those folks is getting as much viewership as a Tucker Carlson are getting, or a Rachel Maddow is getting, right? And I think what ends up happening here sometimes is as these larger companies start to atrophy, they get into a sense where they have to sell advertising. I mean, frankly speaking, the best thing that ever happened for CNN was Donald Trump's presidency, 100%. They've never been more lucrative than they have in the history of the company before. They're selling more ads than they ever were before because they have a person to point to, right? But as they start to atrophy because my attention is directed elsewhere, you start to see this thing where they're selling stuff just if it bleeds, it leads. They're pointing our eyes to the most salacious things possible. You know, they're literally causing us and forcing us to focus on the 5% fringe on either side. And I remember this when I was on talk radio right after graduating law school. It was right around the time that Kavanaugh had just been confirmed for the Supreme Court. Right. And I remember seeing there was Fox News was streaming something actually. And there was a set of women that were trying to tear down the Supreme Court doors. I mean, each one of these doors is 20 feet tall. They weigh 13 tons each. And I think at the time I was thinking, this is the nuttiest thing I've ever seen. These are either paid provocateurs or they might be diagnosably insane. And I think it's only one of those two. And then I thought, like, I don't know, man, maybe they're just wrapped up in the sensationalism of the entire thing. But the fact that Fox News was showing me that, as opposed to the other more reasonable, rational people that were actually protesting on the street, the things we probably should have been paying attention to, the other 95% of the people, kind of answered that question for me, that Fox News and CNN want me to look at that 5%. They want me to think that that 5% is the status quo, is the norm, and it just simply is not. All right. I think as you're starting to see these companies die off, they have to get more and more extreme with what they cover. And as they do that, they end up causing people like me to think that that's what's out there. But I promise you it's not. I promise you, you can actually make change at your local level. You can actually enact legitimate change at your local level. It can be done. I see it happen every single day. I do it for a living. Here's the best thing to end on ever. This person said right here, oh, nah, lobbying is trash. I completely agree with you. As a lobbyist, I agree lobbying is trash. That's how it should be. Will, you want the last word, buddy? I'll let you sign off.
I'm all good. I appreciate this. It's always fun to come on here. And this is just something I enjoy doing. So I appreciate you, entertaining it. So thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Hey, anytime I'm on again, hop on. I love the dialogue we have. I think it shoots the numbers up. I think people love it too. So let's do more of this, man. All right.
Absolutely. I'm down for it. Thank you.
All right, y'all. I'll see you later.
The father to the hummingbirds, and I really started to get creative with the way I fed different birds, and I just had this culmination of all these things that I was truly meant to be doing all started to fall into place. So even though I had to go through the storm to reach the rainbow at the end.
Okay, like, you need to do that. Do self-love practices and really, really, like, just be proud of yourself. Like, you've really come so far. You've really done so much. And it's a matter of you recognizing that and saying, I love me. And like, that sounds so cheesy, especially as a Scorpio and an Aquarius. I know you guys, and Capricorn too. I totally forgot about that. You guys aren't really like on the super emotional side. Like, you guys are kind of just like a little bit more standoffish usually, but it's really important for you to be emotionally available with yourself and be loving to yourself, okay? Oh, I definitely feel this for you, Mandy. I definitely feel this for you. It's pretty, like, I think that Pearl could probably predict what I'm going to say because I'm just like, crystals, very easy. I'm like, very easy to pick crystals for you because also though, yeah, you also have that Capricorn. Yeah, I want you to go really, really gently, and I would really love for you to have some rose quartz, some tiger's eye, and some malachite. Malachite is something that I don't recommend all the time, but because you have that Capricorn within you, that Capricorn tendency, yeah, definitely. You feel your emotions inside and not outside. Yep, exactly. Malachite. Oof. Look at this. Look at this spread. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. So beautiful. Tiger's eye, malachite, and rose quartz. Rose quartz allow you to open up your heart space, say, I love you, me, I love Mandy, I love myself. Malachite to continue holding that heart space open, but also welcoming in the abundance and prosperity that the universe wants to have happen for you. Tiger's eye to help you remain focused on loving yourself. Like these two, like together, like just glue it together. Focusing on maybe doing some morning affirmations. Loki, thank you for being here, babe. Je t'aime. Mwah. Like really focus in and do like morning affirmations. Say like, I am worthy. I am deserving of love. My past does not define me. Like things like that. Okay. I think it'd be really important to start with some words of affirmation, maybe even taking this new moon to release some old habits, old things that you had to do in order to survive, forgiving yourself, really writing down and processing. So for Olivia, I was like, don't do shadow work. But for you, I say do some shadow work. Really put that stuff on paper. Don't let it own you, okay? Don't let it own you. Because the worst thing that can happen is us experiencing trauma and letting it dictate our life and letting it dictate how we feel in our everyday existence. That's not how people are supposed to live. It's not fair. So I definitely see you needing to let go of some of that stuff and really going in and doing some shadow work, doing some maybe dancing under the moon. Like I really want you to be playful, okay? I really want you to be playful and love yourself and give yourself big old hugs, because I would give you a hug if I could. We need to do a retreat. Really want to do that so badly because I'm just like, I want to hug everyone. Oh, but I hope this helps you. This was like really stunning, really stunning energy. Someone that's a survivor, someone that is persevering and is going against all odds and is returning back to themselves. Like beautiful journey. Like that's what books are written about. Okay. That's like the hero returning home after the war. Okay. Like I'm so happy for you, babe. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. Scorpios too. You guys love water, love baths, maybe do a cleansing bath or a cleansing like shower. It'd be really good for you, love. Yeah, I definitely understand that, Haley. Yeah, because you're processing emotions on the inside. So it looks like RBF. It looks like RBF, but you're just like thinking of things, you know? No worries, Brandon. Take your time. And let me know if you need anything. Oh, of course, babe. Of course, Mandy. Let me know if you need anything. You know, I also do repetitive readings for people, and I would love to do that for you. I do like readings for one person, and then I just like continue working with them because their energy, I'm like, there's so much beauty behind this. So I'd love to do that for you. I think there's a lot, there's a lot of healing to do and a lot of potential there. And you're just like at the beginning of it. Like you see the mountains and you're just like at the step, and there's so much there for you. Okay. So don't be hard on yourself. You've got this, okay? It's a big mountain, but you've got this. You got this. Hi, welcome. How are you? I hope you are well, babe. I think, I was just thinking, I was like, I remember your cruise is at one point, but it's not yet. I think it's in June, right? I think it's in June. That's so good. Wahoo! So the last few people that I have Kendra, Stacy, and Pearl. I know you're here, love. But Kendra and Stacy, if you guys are here, I would really like to tap into your reading. So if you are here, drop an emoji. Let me know you exist. Let me know what your zodiac sign is, what your pronouns are, and what your name is, and all that different stuff, and what your question is if you have one. If Kendra and Stacy are not here, which I don't see them come in yet, but if Kendra and Stacy are not here, we will be doing Pearl. So Pearl, I'm like looking, I'm like, I don't think Kendra and Stacy are here, but I'm gonna put them down. Oh yes, Kendra, yes. Okay, Capricorn energy, I remember this, she, her. Okay, Kendra, Capricorn, she, her, there's a lot of stuff happening with the book and with the job opportunity and the internship. I remember. Libra, Moon, Leo, Rising. What is your question, love? Let me know what it is that you would like to, let me know what it is that you would like to look into, or if you have a specific question or a general reading, whatever it is that you want, just let me know what it is that you want me to look into for you. Libra, Moon, that's right. Yep. Libra, Moon. Oh, that's so cool. I am all right. Thank you for asking. How are you, Andre? General reading. We will do that. There's a lot happening with this new moon, and I feel like you're feeling it. You're feeling it in the tips of your fingers. You're like, something is coming our way. Oh, thank you, deity. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm going to tap into Kendra's energy. We are looking into this. We have a Libra moon, which amplifies all the energy that's going on right now. So with this Aries energy, there's going to be some chaos. There's going to be some feelings of confusion and a lot of reevaluation of what it is that you want to do, and really questioning a lot of stuff, okay? Questioning a lot of different things for you. So we're moving from Pisces, which is dreamy and like the possibilities are endless, into Aries, where it's like the possibilities are not endless. We must have a plan. Very different energy here. Very amplified for you. So we are looking into Kendra's energy. Ooh, there's a lot. Oh my gosh, that was aggressive. That was aggressive, universe. Very aggressive. I like took a deep breath and the cards were just like whoosh. I don't know if you can see that, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna center myself, and then they just were like, well, we're coming. We are coming. Wow, Pearl, you saw that? Babe, again, like, they flew out. I know, I was like, babe, I told you there's this opportunity coming. There is like, this is, yeah, wow. I just want to get some clarifying cards here because I want to make sure that this is, oh my gosh, Haley, babe, I just, there is so much like positivity coming for you. Okay. Like there is a lot of positivity coming for you. And the thing is that I can see that sometimes you can get into your own head and it's really hard for you to like trust the messages of the universe. Like you're a person that wants to have like a concrete plan, concrete evidence of things. And you're like, I need to know right now what date, what time, when. And I see that being like one of the things that can be really difficult for you and you can get into your head. You can get really deeply into your head. We have 5 of Wands, a lot of noise in here. Okay, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of things that are just like continuously cycling. And I need you to self-care. Remember, babe, I need you to self-care. I need you to take a break and take a step away because you are your own worst enemy here. Death and Devil reversed. We are needing some time away from this. You're the maker of your own existence. And in order to do so, you have to be ready to do that, okay? You have to be ready to receive those messages. Yes, exactly. That is the worst, especially for my little Capricorn babies. That is the worst because it's like, that is how you provide. That is how you work, is in order to like feel good about yourself, in order to feel worthy of feeling loved, in order to feel like you are worthy of self-love. There is a like a measurement table in your mind where it's like, well, I worked and I did all of these things. Therefore, I am deserving of food today. Therefore, I am deserving of self-love today. Like it's like a table, and there's nothing wrong with that. You guys are just such beautiful people that really express themselves by doing acts of service and by really being there for others and by also being such kind, nurturing souls. But you are not that to yourself. And so that is the biggest hurdle I see here. And I think that is the hardest thing. And I definitely want you to like take this new moon, and I really want you to think of the things that you want to let go of and really, yeah, struggling. I know. You're like, can she stop saying self-care? Like, no. What is it that I need to work on? What is the next project? I feel like come on. Like, can I do this on a checklist? Maybe add the self-care to the checklist, okay? It comes from a good place. It's all nurturing love I'm giving to you. Universe wants to offer you this. I feel like this is that internship. I feel like this is that manuscript we were talking about. But I really see that it is taking its time and it's making you nervous, obviously. The opportunity is kind of like has not presented itself yet. And so even more so than usual, you're kind of like in this like spiral of thought, in the spiral of, well, I need to go work or else I'm going to be in my mind, or I need to go and do something because or else I'm going to be in my head and I'm wondering when this is going to come, when is this happening? And universe is being really reluctant because it's not, and it's really hard for you to see it, coming, and it's really hard for you to see these different things happening for you because I think you are so focused on one of these things that you're not opening up your mind to all of the possibilities, to all of the different things that are around you. You're just kind of like this. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that is, yep, of when to possibly expected answer is torturing. Yes, I completely understand. Like, that is a really, really, really hard thing. Oh, Hat, thank you, babe. It's a hard place to be in. And even when you shut off your mind, you are still in that space. And I really, really feel for you. I know that that's really difficult. And so it's really funny how these cards like fell, because what we have is you kind of looking at the moon and you're like, what the heck's going on? Can I find out? And here's the opportunity, right? You're like looking up, you're like, what is it happening? When is it coming my way? Right? So like, it's a difficult thing because this is what you're waiting on. You're in this period of waiting. So you're not moving forward. You're not moving backward. You're just existing. You're just here. You're just doing these things. Yeah, it's really, really hard to not go to your emails. Leave it alone. Haley's like, no. Go to your emails, go and like refresh it all the time. I remember when I was trying to like get my nursing stuff figured out, I was a wreck as well. I was like, is it working? So I get it. It's really, really, really concerning and it's in the foreground. But also having that puts you in survival mode. Like your brain is putting so many stress hormones in your body that you're just like a stress hormone factory. And so what I just keep trying to come back to is that it's really important for you to nurture yourself right now. Like, I really want you to like make a hot cocoa, do a foot bath, like whatever feels good for you. Everyone has their own self-care thing. Do that, okay? And maybe go out with friends, do like pedicures or manicures or something that even for a second, like takes your mind off stuff. Maybe working out. I don't know what your stress relief is, but really want you to do that because the anxious energy, the possibility of not getting in is not providing positive energy for that thing to come in. It's making like this blockage, okay? So being in positive energy having those positive words of affirmation, the law of attraction, you know, for the new moon, you know, definitely do positive things. Say, you know, I am where I'm meant to be. The universe takes care of me. You know, I learn lessons from the universe. Whatever it is that feels good to you, okay? Definitely be in that mind space of accepting that whatever happens is completely fine, okay? Oh no, Haley, the right people understand. They understand. And so I need you to be protective with your energy. That's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy, Kendra. That's amazing. That is so, 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 so good. Stay focused, stay focused, but also, like, even as I say that, I feel like you've been having headaches and stuff. There's a lot of third eye blockage right here. When I tap into like tarot and stuff, the psychic medium part comes out, and it's just like, I feel it. It's like almost like a migraine. Oh, Vilka, hi. Oh, mwah. Hi, babe. How are you? I saw the 555 on your followers, and I was like, ah, yay! It's so good. You're reclaiming that crown. You're making it happen for yourself. What is the migraine? So that is definitely like a blockage for you. That's definitely a blockage that's happening right here. And it's you being in your own head about this stuff. It's you not shutting off that brain. It's just like, it's kind of like the tiger's eye theory, to where you have tiger's eye and it just continuously makes you plan and make backup plans and all that different stuff. And that is, yeah, definitely. That is not a positive space. Oh, you are so sweet. Oh, I'm so excited, babe. Oh, it's good energy today. It's really, really good energy. Like, it's like the calm before the storm with the new moon energy. It's like we're creeping into it, but right now it feels really calm. So it's good. I was also like, I really want to go live. Like, the energy feels good. Oh, Raven, that's so cool. I love these cards. They're the Ethereal Visions deck, and it's just so pretty. The imagery is amazing. Really, really great. The moon, okay? Manifesting energy, really, really being in the right headspace. But also, I really want you to like connect to feminine energy. I want you to connect to your femininity and back to the roots of like who you really are. Really, 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 this is about you just doing some self-care, taking care of yourself. Don't lose sight of the prize, right? Don't lose sight of what it is that you're trying to bring into your life and manifesting. 9 of Pentacles, okay? Like, don't really worry too much about it, because whatever is meant to happen will happen for you, okay? 9 of Pentacles, really, really great energy. Like, really about reaping the benefits from the seeds you have planted. So take that how you would like, but very much seems like the opportunity is a very good one, to which I've already commented the last reading. Remember? I was like, this is good energy, like really, really good. And like, I feel positive with it and really, really great for you, okay? Oh, I would love that, babe. I would love that. Oh, I would really feel like our energy would be so nice together. Like, you're such a calm, like, I just vibe and connect so deeply with you. Like, I would love that. I would love that. Like, do a dual live or just like chat and like, oh, I would love that so much. I would love it. You're such a sweet soul. Yeah, look, this is you. This is you. You are being really guarded. You're being really like focused on this. Self-care. It's all that's like universe and like my guides are just like self-care, 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 self-care. Everything that is meant to happen will happen for you. Everything that is meant to be will be. There is no questioning about it. There is no ifs or buts. Like, universe has got you, okay? Like, everything is happening in divine guidance for you. The Emperor reverse. I really, really need you to like to see how worthy you are of this, okay? Because you are making some big life-changing decisions. And there's a lot of big life-changing things happening for you, but you are in control here, okay? It feels like different this time. I know, I feel that for you too. Like, I know what you were saying about the manuscript and all of that different stuff. And it feels like you're actually in control, and you are the person that is making this happen for you. Okay. And wow. I also see so we have the Empress, the Emperor, and the Tower. Okay. Lot of energy here, right? But what I feel with this is we have the Emperor who is reversed, and we have the Empress who's in the foreground. I feel like we need to let go of some masculine energy here and really trust in the universe. There's shaking up. There's shaking up happening. But when I see the Tower reversed, it is definitely intentional. It is intentional. It is happening for you. This is like you making that change. The Tower is happening for you. And so we have Emperor and Empress energy. This is like mom and dad. This is like male, masculinity, femininity coming together. And I see that there needs to be a gentleness towards yourself. You need to let go of this harsh, like, this is how it should be. This is how it needs to be. All of these different things. And you are needing to soften up. Soften up to yourself. Be kinder to yourself. Be gentle. And allow yourself to go into this Tower moment, which is what's happening for you. You're putting in all of that change, and you're making it happen for yourself. And you've put in the application, and you've done all of the changes, and you said, no more. I'm changing my life. And that is such beautiful energy. It's just a matter of being gentle, kind, self-care to yourself, okay? Wow, it's really, really, really beautiful. Yeah, I studied under a shaman 6 years ago. That is when I first started my astrology journey, and I learned how to do birth charts, and I learned what all of it means inside of an astrology chart, but also studied under a shaman and learned all about astrology and became an astrologer that way. And then 5 years ago, I met my other shaman, Bill, who I studied under and who is still in my life, an amazing person. And he taught me all about tarot and crystals and chakras and all that different stuff. I still work with him. I no longer work with Betty. She sadly passed away. She's still with us in a certain kind of way, right? But yeah, she taught me everything I know, and that's why my journey's also like all over the place. Like, I'm a psychic medium, but I'm also an astrologer, but I also do tarot. Like, it's kind of all over the place, and that's why my readings are very different. Is this a 24-hour life? You know, it's sometimes like I think it could be. Like, I would love that. That would be like total sleepover vibes, which I'm into. I usually go for 4 hours. I usually do 4 hours. It usually goes from like 5 to 9, kind of depending. I think today we're going to 9:30. But yeah, kind of depends. I'm talking a lot today. I'm very excited here. Oh! Babe, if we did not have confirming energy before, man, do we have it now. Universe is calling you out, okay? Universe is calling you out. Have confidence. There is nothing to worry about. Archangel Michael, there is nothing to worry about. Have confidence. Have self-love. I feel like I just keep repeating myself, but the universe is very adamant about this message, okay? There's nothing to worry about. You've got this. Have confidence and self-love for you. Sometimes, like, that's why I have my angel deck, because it's usually the sweet one and usually the one that's like, have self-love. It's like the soft whisper. And my tarot deck is like, you need to do this and need to do that and do all these different things. And then I take my angel deck and it's like, hey, like, you need to do this. And this time it was like, no, I'm being sassy too. Babe, I want you to have some rose quartz. Aw, thank you for being here, babe. Thank you. Mwah. Rose quartz, I think I told you last time to have some rose quartz, but definitely look into some rose quartz, some smoky quartz. I think that'd be really good for you because I think you get into your head a lot. smoky quartz, rose quartz. Rose quartz is really, really great for opening up your heart space, opening up yourself to being in a like form of self-love, opening your heart, okay, and just being open. And then smoky quartz is really, really great for looking through that fog when you're feeling confused and dazed and you're like, what the heck is going on? And I need to work on this and I need to focus on this, all these different things, right? That is where it kind of helps decipher that and kind of helps like, okay, I just need to take a deep breath and everything is okay. Okay, so definitely think that the message was clear. That is definitely something that I see, like, it's so funny doing like repeat like readings because universe is like, I said what I said. Sometimes universe is so sassy and it does it to me too, okay? It does it to me too, and sometimes I get messages, but as a tarot reader myself, which is why I also get tarot readings from my friends like Casimir or like Velka that was in here, because if I don't, I like see the Tower card and I'm like, oh, I don't think that's what we mean. Like we mean like Nine of Pentacles, right? Like we mean like the moon, right? Like, sometimes it can be very self-sabotaging to be your own reader. So I definitely have my tarot readers call me out as well. So yeah, very clear message. You know, really focus in on yourself, do some self-love, take this new moon, use some gentle practices, really manifest that life that you are envisioning for yourself, and everything else is taken care of. I would really like to know how this goes. I really, really want to know. I'm like invested now, so I need to know. I need to know how it goes because universe is like really invested in this. It's like, you got to take care of yourself and there's nothing to worry about. So that's really, really good. Really, really good positive energy there. Crystals for Kendra. I said smoky quartz and rose quartz. Those are really good because what is the heart light in your glasses? You're so sweet. This is a heart light that I got on Amazon. And look, Pearl, I actually have a stand on it. That's so cool. It's a heart light that I got on Amazon and it's really, really great. And you can change, it comes with a little remote and you can change the lighting, or you can make it like orangish or like orangish whitish, or just like blue white, which is like what I like to use for filming. But yeah, really, really great ring light, really great. And it's very cute when it comes up in your glasses. It's very cute, very cute. So highly recommend. It's on Amazon. I really need to figure out how to make an Amazon storefront. I don't know how to do that. I really need to look into how to do that. This is the most sad version of a ring light you can get. That is so true. I wish that they had like a pink one. Oh my gosh. No, it did not, Taj. It did not. So my readings are actually closed, love. I do a list of 10 people and then I close it out. So if you are wanting to go and, oh, a butterfly one, I would die. That is so cute. If you want to have a reading, you can absolutely wait until Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Or you can come, you can go into my website, which is wilderthings.com. So there's a lot of different ways of doing that. But next up, I have Stacy or Pearl. That would be so cool, Brandon. You need to tell me how to do that. I would love that. That would be very, very, very cool. I'd be very excited to do that. Does it cost money? Yes, it does. So my readings on live are $15, but my readings on my website, I do recorded tarot readings, which are $22, and I do one-on-ones, which are $44. So when I do them right here, I do them heavily discounted because I just want to hang out with people and like connect, and it just feels really good to like be in this space, you know? So, and also like, I know that there's a lot of people that can't afford my website, and so I like to offer it here so those that are struggling and need to have like a discounted reading are able to hopefully, you know, in a way afford it. But I also do charitable readings at times as well, just kind of depending on the situation. Yeah. Oh, so to get a clear plastic wrap. That is so good. That is a really, really great idea. I really, really like that. I could definitely put like a little like light pink wrap around that. That would be really cool. I'm gonna go now. Of course, love. Thank you for being here. That was like such a great reading. That was very, very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. And like so much about self-care and self-love. And I'm just so excited for you. Pearl. I know. It was like, are these paid? They are. And then like evil, like came out. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, Stacy, if you are here, love, I will be doing your reading. If not, I will be doing Pearl's reading. So Stacy, let me know if you are here, love. Do an emoji or say I'm here or whatever. And let me know what your pronouns are. Let me know what your zodiac sign is and what question you have. If you are not here, I will reach out to you or wait until Friday and see if you come back. But that is Stacy. I have Stacy's reading left and Pearl's reading. I'm very excited to do Pearl's reading. Pearl, was very interesting because, you know, we had Taylor leave to go to Friday and I was like, I have one slot open, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to fill it or not. And then like, you were like, I kind of want a reading. And I was like, there we go. Spirit was like, so Pearl, we're going to do your reading, babe. Let me know again what your zodiac sign is, what your pronouns are, what your question is, and I will do your reading. I'm very excited for you. Very excited. My reading list is actually closed, dear. So the readings will be available again on Friday at 5 p.m. PST, or you can go through our website. I do a lot of energetic readings there. I do birth chart with past life regression readings. I do love compatibility, tarot readings, whatever you are looking for. I also offer on there, or you can just come back on Friday at 5 p.m. PST. How many plants do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 plants. 19 is how many I have. Thank you for asking. I've never had to count them. So, Grace, I know I always say Pearl and you're just like, my name is not Pearl. Like, yes, Grace, exactly. Oh my gosh, wow. That is a really big jump for you, babe. That's really, really huge. Wow. Sag, Leo, Scorpio. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of, I think I've said that before. That's a lot of fire sign energy there, especially with the Scorpio. That's really interesting. Wow. Spiritual journey and future plans. Wow, that's a lot. I did grow up there. I was there for about 15 years. My mom is German. Before, I lived in Iceland and I lived in New Mexico. And then, I ended up in Germany. And then I moved to Florida. And then I moved here to Washington. So I've been in a lot of different places. Yeah, that is a big, big jump. I'm really curious. Really, really curious. Oh my gosh, Andre, I'm so excited, Andreas. That's so exciting. Definitely charge them under the new moon that's happening in Aries. Put them into your windowsill. Place the rose quartz and black tourmaline under some cold water. Cleanse them. And then put it into the moonlight on the night of March 31st. So tomorrow night. And let them charge under the moonlight. That's going to be really, really great energy for you, babe. Okay, so this is my natural accent. Yeah. Yep, that's mine. Yep. This is my natural accent. This is who I am. Oh, I'm so excited for you, babe. I'm so happy. That is going to be such a great thing for you. I'm really excited. You're going to feel such tingles. I'm so stoked for you. So we are going to tap into Grace's energy. There is so much going on there, babe. I can really feel like a sense of confusion. Okay. Like, is this what I'm supposed to do? Or is this what I'm supposed to do? And Aries is all about shaking it up. And then you have that Sagittarius placement. that is all about expansionism and all about like going and expanding your mind. Sagittarius, they really love, like Sagittarius Capricorns are actually usually doctors, people that work in the medical field, having absolute knowledge, a lot of expansion, really, really, really great, really about like knowledge. It's something that isn't really well known, but you guys really want to expand your mind just as much as you love to expand your space and be free and go into different directions. Expanding your mind is kind of the like comparison to that is like expansionism, right? You guys are the expanders. And so I'm going to tap into your energy, Grace. Whew. Into history PhD. I love learning. Yeah. Is there an alternative? Is there an alternative that you would be looking into? Or is this it? Is this the thing that you're wanting to do? Because I definitely see you going into a new direction. I definitely see that. But I'm just gonna get some clarifying cards here. I don't want to start this off. Grace. There is, huh? There is. Okay. All right. Okay. But it's new within the past few months. Yeah. I'm just getting this really weird feeling with this. I'm getting a very weird feeling with this. It's a new plan, and I think I see you moving into a new direction. That is for sure. I see you moving into a new direction, okay? I just pulled out like 10 cards. I was like, I need to make sure. Okay, you're moving into a new direction, and I don't see a right or wrong for you. I don't see a right or wrong. I just know that there is one thing that makes you feel happier and more alive. And I think you need like a little bit of a break here, okay? Why I'm saying that, and like I said, I'm always honest and I try and be as careful as I possibly can be. But I think that you are working so much. Like, what I have here is just like, there, like, universe is like, it just keeps saying like, please, like, focus on you. Okay, good. You should have told me that. Thank you. Yes, I was like, this is a lot. Like, there's a lot happening here, and I really need you to like take some time for yourself. Okay, really need you to take some time for yourself, because like, honey, like, there's so much here, so much. Like, everything is reversed. The universe was like, I don't think this would be so good right now. Okay, like, we have here, like, you don't have, I think a gap year would be incredible for you. Okay, because what I have here is a lot of work, a lot of things to process, and maybe even the possibility of a different opportunity coming to light. Gosh, I'm so happy you said that. I'm so happy, because I was like, there's a lot here. Even Darcy's coming, okay? Like, the inability to like, bro, the universe said no. Universe said, not right now, not right now. Darcy's like, no, you need a break. Mwah. And so I definitely see you taking like a gap year, maybe in like Italy or Spain or Greece or something. I see somewhere that has like a lot of wine fields and stuff, like something really exciting, Peru, something like that. I think that would be really great for you. Oh, you're so sweet. It's my kitty. It's Darcy. Yeah, that's what I need. I need to reshuffle. I need to reshuffle. I'm actually putting all of this back. I'm putting all of this back because this was very much universe being like, no. No, you need to take some time for yourself. And so I really want to see how it is after we take this gap year. How is the energy after we take this gap year? I see a lot more balance. Oh my gosh, a lot more balance. Like even with the first card here, a lot more balance. Yes, Page of Wands. Moving into direction, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups. Okay, yes. Oh my God, that was so scary. Universe was like, what are you doing? Like, no, we need to work through some things. You need to take a break. Gap year for sure. Okay, maybe not gap year, maybe like internship or something like that. Okay, thank you so, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I definitely see you traveling, going into a new direction, traveling, experiencing more about life, experiencing more, like seeing parts of the world, Machu Picchu, things like that. Really exciting stuff, okay? Really see that for you. And you are going to feel so much more balanced after that. So much more balanced, so much more in your own luck, in your own sense of being. Like, it's gonna feel so much better for you, and the opportunity will be really clear to what it is that you need to do. I could even see you move. I could see you move to a different school or to a different location. Like this gap year, this change in between here is going to be very eye-opening for you. It's going to be very eye-opening and very much about you gaining focus on what it is that you want to do. And I really feel like you're going to be doing this. I really feel like you're doing this history and PhD. But I wouldn't be surprised if that is in the location where you are wanting to study the history of. Like what the place is that you are so interested in and like fascinated by. I wouldn't be surprised if you began studying like overseas or like Roman history. You would go to like Rome. Like I feel like that kind of an energy for you. Like going to where it is that you are wanting to study, okay? That is what I am definitely feeling. Is I think that there's a move, at least an internship for sure, or like a 6-month thing where you are going to be in the location that you want to study that history from. So really, really good energy, a lot of moving, which is good for you. Really, really good for you. Yeah. And this is about you like living in your truer self, like in your most authentic, honorable way and being in, yes, look at this. Oh my gosh, Kylie, hi! You know how I do this. I go for about 4 hours, you know? It's usually about 4 hours. I also started late today. I started like 15 minutes late because I was trying to get the lights on the tree. I was trying to get the lights on the tree and they were getting tangled and I was like, argh! So I started a little bit later, like 15 minutes. But, so it's like 4 hours. Look at this. I see a lot of working on yourself. I see you showing up as who you are meant to be, living in your truth, studying, Hierophant energy, the studier, the master of different things. I don't know why I just thought of this, but it was like avatar energy here. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Really good stuff here. Really, really good. I would definitely say move into that direction. I would definitely say, please, 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 please do the gap here. Universe was not happy when it did not know about that. It was like, what? It was like, no, you need a break. You need to take care of yourself. So if that was a question, universe definitely wants you to do that. We have Leo energy, living in your moon sign, strength. Living in your moon sign, which is your most authentic self, you being you. Aww, my wedding is the gap year. You're getting married? That is so cool. Oh, I'm so happy for you, babe. That is so cool. Yeah, it's literally like, you need to do this. Like, you must. Very much living in your own truth. That is so exciting. I'm so happy for you, love. Oh, that is so beautiful. You're going to make a beautiful bride. Like, really excited for you. I'm so happy, like, makes me really happy for you. Okay, really happy, because everyone deserves love and you're so deserving of it. Oh yes, that is so beautiful. That is what I would love. Like, I just see so much like here for you. I mean, we have Ace of Cups, strength. We have no longer this sadness, no longer this like weird questioning of where it is that you need to go, of where, like, what the move is. Like, you're so certain. I feel like we're gonna pull the Justice card here at some point. You are so certain with an, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are being so extra. Universe is being so extra. Six of Wands, High Priestess. You being free, being in your own energy. I feel a lot of Gemini energy here. A lot of Gemini, air sign energy. You being very, this is very much like husband and wife type energy I feel from you, actually. This is yeah. Universe is very happy with this. Very happy with this decision for you. Very happy with this decision for you. I definitely feel husband and wife energy there. I feel like your partner's probably more playful and like might have air sign placements. I definitely feel like that's your partner. That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, yeah, this is like Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Really stunning energy here. Everything you want is like happening for you. There's no questioning it. There is this sense of knowing and you having your world in your hand. Whatever it is you want to have happen, you can make happen or make true. And you are making your own life now. Like, there's no one else holding your hand. There's no one else making the decision for you. This is all for you. Okay? Don't be worried. Do the gap year. I definitely see you embarking in more education. I wouldn't be surprised if that was in a different location, like a different area that you would be studying in. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. I can't. Look at this spread here. Look at this. Everything she wants, she gets. Okay? You literally looking and seeing your whole world in front of you, having everything in your hands, balancing, you literally being like beautiful, like abundant energy here. Okay? Like beautiful, whatever it is you want is going to have happen. Definitely take the new moon to manifest that. Definitely get some clarity on some things, but universe is saying definitely go ahead. Like, this is really great energy. I want to see if there's anything that's challenging for this. Like, what is the challenge here? Like, it just seems everything is like really good. So I want to know what the challenge is. Clarity, where is it? The challenge is you. The challenge is you not believing in yourself and not thinking you can do it. That is the challenge. Is you definitely get to make, of course it is. Yeah, this is your problem. This is your problem here, is this is all happening for you. You have to make it still happen. And you have to believe in yourself. Look, Magician. We have 9 of Swords. This person is in their own head, doubting their own capabilities and are like, there's no way I could like do a PhD. There's no way. And it's like, no, you can. Like, absolutely. Look, you get to make your own magic. But you are deciding, this is the difficulty, is there is a feeling of unworthiness and incapability, and you are absolutely worthy and you are absolutely capable. And I know that your partner probably says the same thing, and it's just a matter of you truly believing, okay? And yes, exactly, here you are, like, of course you can. Of course you can. Like, of course. Oh my gosh. the Fool, the Moon, Three of Wands. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself, okay? The Moon, universe is here to support you. There is divine energy allowing this to happen. If it didn't want it to happen, it wouldn't happen, but it wants it to happen, okay? You're living in your truth. It's just a matter of you making that fall and saying, I commit. I make this decision. I will not doubt myself. I am in control. I'm in control. I know this is divinely guided. I just have to be bold and make the jump and trust myself. That is so funny. That is the problem here. And not even a problem, because you'll overcome it. I think that you going into this, I think you having the stability of marriage will bring a lot of confidence and will bring a lot of, you know, when you're dating someone, it's different than when you're married, right? It's a different environment. And so I feel as though that big commitment, like you're saying, is going to be out of the way so you can focus more on yourself. Also, the planning of all of that and stuff, it can make you doubt a lot of things. Having the stability of marriage and the support of your partner will help a lot, but also traveling and being in your environment and being excited is going to invoke that like fire, that passion of studying different cultures and different histories, and like it's going to push it into the ground and just make it so much more evident that this is what you're supposed to do, okay? Yeah, that is definitely what I am feeling here. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That is, notice the signs, relationship with yourself, self-love, reward yourself. I really don't want you to fall back into work mode. Like, I want you to take time to rest. I think this whole entire time has been difficult because you've just been in like constant work mode and constant, I need to do this and I am worthy because I am working and I am doing this, like that type of a mindset. And I really, really want you to just like take it back, sleep in, cuddle, like be loving towards yourself and take a break, okay? I really need you to focus on the relationship you have with yourself, some heart chakra healing. Good, Grace, good. I'm happy. As a Taurus, I am telling you self-care, okay? It is good. Notice the signs, reward yourself. You need to take time to like go shopping or like do things that make you feel good, eat food that makes you feel good, like reward yourself. And also notice that the universe is like watching you and is in your back and is telling you you're doing a great job and you're living in your truth and you're living in your purpose. Like recognizing that is really, really important for you. I'm trying to think of what it is that I would recommend for crystals, because we have some heart chakra blockages for sure. I want you to be gentle with yourself and I want you to be nurturing to yourself, but I also feel like we need some carnelian for the heart chakra and also your sacral chakra. And so I would recommend some moonstone and some carnelian for you, okay? These are both very feminine stones. These are feminine energy that will help you mother and nurture yourself and be kind to you and speak to yourself kindly and give yourself self-love. And carnelian is gonna help you still remain grounded, but process some of those feelings of unworthiness, some of those feelings of not feeling great about yourself. And then moonstone is going to help you really be in a very feminine state of mind. So definitely take these stones when you're ready to process some things, when you're ready to be emotionally vulnerable, and when you're ready to work through that feeling of unworthiness. Don't do it when you're not ready, okay? Because they're very strong and they will make you feel a lot of feelings. And it's probably not the best to do that like before an exam, or like, you know, like be mindful, like maybe do it during like a break or like your gap year. But I think it's a really important thing for you. Okay. I'm really happy this worked out. Like, I'm so happy that like, I mean, I'm not happy, but also like, I'm like happy that it like shuffled in that way, you know, like it shuffled in that way and it just kind of like worked out, you know, it worked out. So that is really, really good. Phoenix, happy birthday, love. Happy birthday. How are you? Okay, I will do this. You're an Aries. I remember this. I remember this. Phoenix, let us tap into your energy. What is it that you need to know? To look out for my spirit guides that is standing out to you. The biggest thing was the feeling of unworthiness. That was like a really, really big thing. I feel as though there's a lot of blockages there, but I also feel like you don't allow your partner to love you in a way that I think that you can sometimes like push away that person, and you like, there's this weird thing to where you're like, I will not, like, I'm not worthy of the love. I'm not worthy of all the things you do and all of that different stuff. Okay. And so I definitely feel that for you. I definitely feel that this is like something you need to work on, that feeling of unworthiness, but also that feeling of, I get to be loved, and I need to be more gentle with myself, but also with my partner. I get this feeling of there being a constant like pushing away sometimes. That is definitely what I felt during that reading, which, thinking in the terms of self-love, right? And not feeling worthy is a really, really big thing. Really big thing to have a hard time being loved because you can't love yourself. Okay. So I'm going to tap into Phoenix's little energy reading here, which is funny because it really pertained to that. A lot of struggle with self-love for a lot of my people here. Oh, you, my dear, you, my dear, are blossoming. Okay, Phoenix, like you have so much coming for you, so much balance. Like, look at this person. They are thriving, okay? You have feelings of balance coming in. Feelings of being seen, opportunities that are overflowing, really truly overflowing, like the love, the compassion, the opportunity is overflowing. And there's a feeling of a relief, a breath of fresh air, justice, Ace of Swords, showing up unapologetically, saying this is who I am. And I expect you to treat me that way, and also having a breath of fresh air in the matter of, I get to be who I am. I get to be loved for who I am, and I don't have to hide anymore. That's what I see for you. You, with this new year of having your birthday, are definitely moving into a new direction of self-love and showing up as your authentic self. And this is about you tapping into that self-love, tapping into that energy of saying, here I am. I'm unapologetically me. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely what I feel for you. Definitely what I feel for you. It's a really, really great year for you. It's going to be a really great year for you. And like, you're the star. Look at this last card, the star. You showing up. You're showing up, and you're like, you don't know how to do it yet, but you will have a hold of it. You will have a hold of self-love, and I think it starts with boundaries. I think it starts with you saying, no, you don't get to treat me this way. No, you don't get to say this to me, like that kind of stuff. Blossom! Oh, thank you! You're so sweet! I love Blossom. But yeah, this is all about you really tapping into that, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna be signing off for tonight. I finished all of my readings. I will be reaching out to Stacy and seeing if they'll be back on Friday. But I am closing it out. If you are wanting a reading, if you are searching energy work, I do birth charts that entail past life regression. I do tarot readings. I do love compatibility readings. I also do one-on-one coaching and one-on-one tarot readings, which is through my website, which is wilderthings.com, WLDRthings.com. I will also, yeah, Phoenix, of course. Mwah. I will also, oh yeah, Pearl, or Grace, I will do that. I would do that. I would have totally forgotten if you wouldn't have told me. I would have totally forgotten. Yeah, and so that is where, can you do past life? Yes, I can do that. Yeah, I do past life regression through my birth chart readings, which is on my website, wilderthings.com. I also do love compatibility readings and tarot readings and one-on-one coaching, a lot of different stuff. So very, very exciting. If you are looking for any of that stuff, I will also be back Friday at 5 p.m. PST. If you are searching for a reading, I do tarot readings on here. They are heavily discounted from my website. If you are unable to afford those prices, come back Friday. They usually fill within 30 minutes, so try and be here between 5 and 5:30. I usually go until about this time, so 9:30. So if you are one of the last people, I will probably be going until about 9:30. So for you to kind of know your mindset. But yeah, I'm sending you guys all the love and light. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your Wednesday night with me. It means the world. I look so forward to this Aries new moon on Friday with you guys and spending some time and working through some things and doing some readings. And I'm sending you guys all the love and light. Thank you for being here. My amazing moderators, you guys. Well, I love you. You're so good. And I'm just sending you guys love and light. Thank you for being here. I will see you Friday or on my website, wilderthings.com. So a lot of different ways to contact me. Bye.